we go. It's Tuesday, July 21st, 2015. Off on another trip. Trying to make it around Lake Michigan this time. I left this morning around 5:30 from Rolling Meadows. I'm going to go around the south end of the lake and then up the west coast of Michigan, the eastern shoreline. But I've been traveling through the western and southern suburbs of Chicago. It's kind of congested, a lot of traffic, but the weather's nice and cool. A little breeze on the north, so I'm headed south. Kind of nice. Right now I'm just kind of resting at a Cook County Forest Preserve. Nice shady spot. A little bit buggy. We got a lot of rain recently, so the mosquitoes are pretty bad. But this is just day one. This trip should take, a couple weeks. We'll see. Day one. More to come. Wednesday, July 22nd. This is day 2. I'm on the road, working my way around the southern end of Lake Michigan. Eventually I want to make it all the way around the lake. Last night I stayed in Markham. I'm headed toward Michigan City. Scraped the outer edge of Gary, Indiana, and made it through unharmed. Kind of urban riding this morning. Get that out of the way. Right now I'm at the Indiana Dunes, National Lakeshore, known for its sand dunes and its forest succession. Very southern end of Lake Michigan. Day 3 started in New Buffalo, and I made it all the way to South Haven. Went past the Warren Dunes, past some really nice beaches along the way. Stayed in a little motel in South Haven. One full lap. That's the goal. Started in Chicago. I want to finish in Chicago. One full lap around the entire lake. Friday, July 24th. It's day 4. Just passed through Holland, Michigan, and I'm on my way to Grand Haven. I'm going to try to stay at the PJ Hoffmaster State Park, real nice beach. And tomorrow I'm going to take a day off. This is day 4, and my legs are starting to get tired, and I need to get some fresh legs. The only way to do that is to take a day off. So, PJ Hoffmaster, here I come. Bike that I haven't used before. It's exactly the same as my old bike, but it's new. My old bike had over 30,000 miles on it, and unfortunately the frame cracked, so I had to replace it. And I found a bike exactly like it on eBay and was able to buy it. Got some new gear traveling with. I like my new rig. Got some new panniers, real light tent, light sleeping bag, light stove. Traveling in style this year. Just keep on touring. It's Sunday, July the 26th, and I'm just south of Ludington. I started out this morning at PJ Hoffmaster State Park. I got a good early start this morning. Rode through Muskegon, Whitehall, picked up a trail at Montague that took me all the way to Shelby. Spent about 15 miles on the trails, real nice. Paved trail called the Hart Montague Trail. I've been averaging about 60 miles a day. Today I'll get in about 60-65 miles. Stop at Ludington. Spent the day yesterday at PJ Hoffmaster on the beach, watching the waves, taking a swim, having a good time. Now I got fresh legs. It's off to Ludington. Friday, July 27th, and this is my 6th day of riding. It's a sunny little day. It's a little warm even though we're close to the lake. It's supposed to get up to 88 today. Probably cool off tomorrow. Started in Ludington this morning. I went through Manistee, and I'm on my way to Sleeping Bear Dunes. Should be about a 70 or 80 mile day. Tomorrow I'll probably go through Traverse City and then Petoskey, make my way up toward the Mackinac Strait. Probably day after tomorrow, get across the bridge, and then the UPA. Tuesday, July 28th. This is day 7, and I'm in the Sleeping Bear Dunes, National Lakeshore. Weather's a little on the warm side, upper 80s, but there's a breeze, sun's shining. It's a nice day. I started this morning in Frankfort. Spent most of the day riding through the Sleeping Bear Dunes. Spent a little bit of time on another trail, the Sleeping Bear Heritage Trail. It's nice to get off the road, out of traffic. Now I'm headed up to the Leelanau Peninsula. I plan on getting as far as Traverse City for tonight. But I'm just creeping my way north, headed toward Petoskey and then the Mackinac Strait. Gotta get across the Mackinac Bridge and into the Upper Peninsula. That's a couple days away. Wednesday, July 29th. I'm just south of Charlevoix right now, headed toward Petoskey, and I got a pretty good early start this morning. Hope to make it all the way up to Petoskey tonight, and then tomorrow I should be crossing the bridge. Last night I stayed at Traverse City, Michigan. Day started off cloudy. I thought it was going to rain. At 1 o'clock all the clouds burned off. Sun's out. It's a little cooler today, not so humid. A nice tailwind. That's always good along the Lake Michigan shoreline, Grand Traverse Bay. Today I started off in Petoskey, and I rode north and I crossed the Mackinac Bridge. They don't let you ride your bike across the bridge, but there's a phone number you gotta call, and they come and get you with a pickup truck, and they haul you across the bridge, and it costs about $5. Friday, July 31st. This is day 10. I'm on the shores of Lake Michigan. So last night I stayed in St. Ignace, and now I'm headed west again, across the UPA, the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, bucking this nasty headwind, but man, right on the shores of Lake Michigan. What a beautiful day. Gotta love it. So I'm just heading down the road. Saturday, August 1st, and this is day 11. Right now I'm just east of Manistee, Michigan. That's where I plan on heading tonight. I got about maybe 10 miles left to go today. Last night I stayed at Lake Michigan Recreation Area. Just a little Forest Service campground, no showers. A short day, just did 20 miles. My legs were tired, I needed a day off. So I did my 20 miles and hung out there for the rest of the day. Felt pretty good today. I'm gonna stay in Manistee tonight. Tomorrow I'm not sure what I'm doing. I haven't decided yet. Lots of mosquitoes, that's for sure. I rode from Manistee to Escanaba, and it rained. It didn't rain all day, but I managed to avoid a big storm. I finding shelter at this roadside park, and I waited there for about an hour for the rain to stop, so I stayed dry. Headed down the road. About 10 miles later, another big storm, but there was nowhere to go, so I got rained on. It wasn't too bad though. Just put on my raincoat and pedaled away. But it's part of the adventure, you know. You can't control the weather. You know, just stay warm. That's all that matters. Don't get struck by lightning. That too. Monday, August 3rd. I'm still in Michigan. I'm in the Upper Peninsula and I'm headed southwest toward Wisconsin. And behind me is Green Bay. Not the town, the actual bay, Green Bay, part of Lake Michigan. At the very south end of Green Bay is the town of Green Bay, famous for cheese and cheese packers. Anyway, I'm just tooling along. Got the Lakeshore on my left and a little breeze in my face. It's nice and cool. That's why I came up here to Michigan, northern Wisconsin, in cool weather. Last night I stayed in Escanaba and I'm headed toward Menominee. Let's see what happens in Menominee. Whew, the mosquitoes are pretty bad. It is Wednesday, August the 5th, and this is day 14 of riding. In Wisconsin now, I'm on my way to Green Bay, town of Green Bay. Just crossed the border from Menominee, Michigan to Marinette, Wisconsin. My good friend Rick decided to come up and visit me on my bike trip. He's been recovering from foot surgery, so he got bored sitting around the house. He jumped in his car, and we met at J.W. Wells State Park in Michigan. It's right on the Lakeshore. And then the next day, Ricky and me, we went for a drive around the Hiawatha National Forest. And we found an awesome camp spot near Baldy Lake. We had the place to ourselves. It was quiet, it was wilderness, and we had a little campfire and camped out. Ricky dropped me back off this morning at J.W. Wells and he drove home, and I've been riding south since. Now I'm in Wisconsin and I'm headed south, and maybe in a couple of days I'll be home.
I'm Peter.
Anna.
And where are you from?
We left from Los Angeles last April.
Last April, and you're just traveling the countryside.
Doing the lower 48 states over the next couple of years, trying to see everything.
Very nice. Wow. Yesterday I rode from Green Bay and I started on the Fox River Trail. Came south for about 30 miles, and when the Fox River Trail ended, I had to go west towards the shores of Lake Winnebago. And I followed the shores of Lake Winnebago south to a town called Fond du Lac. Friday, August the 7th. I spent last night in Fond du Lac, and I hopped on another trail, the Wild Goose Trail. That's where I'm at right now, about 10 miles south of Fond du Lac, headed toward the Horican Marsh, which is a national bird sanctuary. Lots of migrating birds use the Horican Marsh. I'm hoping I can get to Whitewater, and then tomorrow be in Long Meadow. Gonna try to stay dry today. I got a long way to go, and a short time to get there, as they say. It's Saturday, it's August 8th, and this is my 17th day of riding around Lake Michigan, and it should be my last day. Last night I stayed at Whitewater, Wisconsin, I made it to Illinois finally. Right now I'm just south of Richmond, Illinois, just across this Wisconsin-Illinois state line. My good friend Rick met me for lunch in Richmond for some cheesy beefs. Thanks a lot, Ricky. Awesome. Been a great trip. I'm riding the Prairie Trail, and I'll take this down Algonquin Road, and Algonquin Road back to Rolling Meadows. Today is about as perfect a day for bicycling as you can get, except for the mosquitoes. Wow. It's overcast, it's cool, I got a nice tailwind. I've covered about 975 miles right now on this trip, and probably another 25 or so should make a nice even 1,000 miles. Not bad for an old guy. In my opinion, one of the best ways to travel is by bicycle. You see everything, you smell things, you hear things, you're in the environment. You're not just driving by everything at 65 miles an hour. You're just pedaling along at 10, 12 miles an hour, and you're involved with everything that's around you as you travel down the road. You meet people that you wouldn't normally meet. You go through towns that you wouldn't normally go through. And you just see the countryside. You see what America really is. The people are awesome. Everybody that I talk to, everybody that I meet is excellent. I've almost never had a negative encounter with a person. People are super helpful. If you ever want to restore your hope in America, go for a bicycle ride and you'll meet the nicest people in the world. Another reason I really like traveling by bicycle is to get exercise. I feel like if I didn't do this, I would be way out of shape and overweight, more so than I already am. One of my goals was to lose a few pounds. I don't know if I did or not. I feel like I did. But it's just great systemic exercise, pedal along all day, not super intense. Just raise the heart rate, gets the blood circulating better. It's good for the organs, good for the body, not just your muscles. It's good for every part of your body, your kidneys, your liver, your heart, your brain, your lungs. Every part of your body gets a systemic benefit from bicycling.